Have you ever used a computer, a tablet, or a mobile phone and wondered, how does this thing know what I want to do? How does it open apps, save files, play music, and let you browse the internet all at the same time? Well, the real superhero working behind the scenes is something called the operating system, or just OS for short. Let's start with a simple example. Imagine you are in a very big library. There are thousands of books, computers, printers, even people talking and moving around. Now imagine there's a super smart librarian who helps everyone. She tells you where to find a book. She helps you use the computer. She makes sure nobody fights over the printer. She keeps everything running smoothly and quietly. That smart librarian is just like an operating system. It's the manager of your computer. It makes sure all the parts work together without any problems. Definition time. In simple words, an operating system is the software that acts as a bridge between the user and the computer hardware. This means the OS takes your commands, like clicking a button, and tells the computer what to do in a way it understands. A famous quote in tech circles says, "An operating system is the first thing you see when you turn on the computer and the last thing you want to see when it crashes." In other words, it's always there, quietly helping everything run. What does an operating system do? Let's break it down into 5 simple jobs, like a superhero with 5 powers. Power walking to hardware. The OS tells your computer parts, like the keyboard, mouse, screen, and printer, how to work together. Power 2, running programs. It opens apps like games, browsers, and music players and keeps them running smoothly. Power 3, managing memory. It decides where to store things in your computer's brain, so apps don't fight for space. Power 4, managing files. It helps you save your photos, videos, and homework in the right place and finds them when you need them. Power 5, keeping everything safe. It makes sure only the right people can use the computer and that apps don't harm your system. Real-life examples of operating systems. You may not know it, but you use operating systems every day. Windows in most school and home computers, Mac OS in Apple laptops, Android in most smartphones and tablets, iOS in iPhones and iPads, Linux, used by many programmers, scientists, and even in space missions. Each OS looks a bit different, but they all do the same basic jobs. Why is it important? Without an operating system, a computer is just a box of metal and plastic. It won't know how to show you pictures, run games, or even turn off properly. The OS is what makes your computer usable. That's why every single device, even your smartwatch or smart TV, has an operating system inside. In our next videos, we'll explore how operating systems actually work inside, like how they open multiple apps, how they manage tasks, and how they handle crashes. We'll also talk about different types of operating systems and which ones are used in phones, robots, and even in cars. So if you've ever used a computer or phone and you're curious about what's happening behind the screen, stay with us because we're going to make it all super easy and fun to learn. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.